See if this is working. See if we got trying to check her. I was trying to come on, make sure it's all good. Wait till you guys hop on if anybody decides to hop on. Check some stats. Check some stats right quick. Boom. Share that. Back over here. What's up? You guys there? Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me okay? It's Mike trying to make sure everything's copacetic. Jasmy killing it right now. Jasmy is killing it. See if I could. So let's talk about Jasmy. Jasmy is killing it right now with the 2 cent level, straight holding pretty strong. Want to make sure that everything is good. Can you guys hear me okay though? Whoever's on there watching, make sure that everything is good. Let me see. Trying to see if I could make some adjustments here. Or see. Okay. All right. So we have Jasmy sitting at that 2 cent range, guys. And what I am looking for is for Jasmy to be able to hit that 5 cent level prior to the Bitcoin halving. I mean, that's where personally that I think we should be able to get to, especially with Jasmy being able to pump and hold at that 1 cent and then pump, hold at that 2 cents. So it seems like Jasmy is doing everything that it needs to. So I'm going to go ahead and do something real quick. What's up, G? How you doing, man, bro? I was looking at those two projects, bro. Flare is fire. I went ahead and put a trade in on Flare actually a little bit ago. But I think I'm gonna play that one long. It looks like it's gonna do some good things, man. Looks like it's gonna do good. The other one, it looks good too. The other project looks pretty promising, bro. Like I was trying to check it out, but I didn't have a lot of time. But yeah, it looks pretty good. Flare looks fire, bro. Flare is that looks like it's gonna do some major moves. Bro, it was an accident, dude. Like, I was like, man, I'm so like, I didn't even want to jump on the live because of that, dude. I'm like, oh god, you can see my double chin and shit. But yeah, dude, it'll be back by a week. I'll have it back by a week for sure, 100%. Yeah, it was crazy, man. I was just trying to do that little lineup, and then I was like, oh dang, yeah, looks funky, but whatever, it is what it is. Shoot, I ain't yeah, I ain't here, I ain't here to find find nobody. I'm just trying to make some mad money in crypto. That's what I'm trying to do. That's what I'm talking about. I know. Who's this dude? I know, bro. Seriously, look, I should probably just be like this. Be like, hey, like y'all recognize me? Jasmy to the moon, baby. 2 cent. So what I want to do, guys, is really just touch on so and some of the other videos, that I put out. I was kind of like trying to keep you guys informed with Jasmy and just make sure that we could 420 was good. We could just keep an eye on this. So we did a fib retracement the other day, and I kind of been watching it. So it looks like we plowed right into that fib retracement to 2 cents. So uh, it's very critical for these other projects. I mean, not these other projects. It's critical for the charts to continue printing these green candles for Jasmy to make sure that we maintain, that bullish support level. So, I mean, going out and looking out a little bit further, I see that Jasmy could potentially hit that 5 cent level. I mean, that's where I see Jasmy going, and I know it's far fetched, but when we take back the charts and we look to that swing high that we had originally was it's anywhere from 32 to 34 cents, and I really see us being able to hit that mark essentially through this month because the performance and then the volume that Jasmy has is really significant. So these are like big catalysts for Jasmy to continue pushing to the upside. My bad. My mouth always gets dry, but it's not what you think. It's not that. But anyway, so really I wanted to hop on here just to get a feel for you guys. I hope you guys are still excited because you know, essentially a lot of people were doubting Jasmy in the performance, but I think right now is really critical because we're seeing Jasmy start to overperform, like basically what we've been wanting the entire time, and it's just kind of unfolding heavily, and it's really good for investors who've been in since that point 003 or even point 004, point 005 to be in right now. I mean, if depending on how heavy your investment was, you're essentially sitting on some good positive ROI right now. And based on some of the comments that I've seen over the months, there are people holding million, 2 billion of Jasmy. Some say four, and definitely if they've been holding for that long, I mean, you're already in a really really good position. Um, so shout out to everybody who invested in Jasmy because you had to believe in order to succeed, right? So you believed in this project, you knew what it was capable of from the jump. I mean, there's it's been so much of a transition that we were essentially not even hearing anything about Jasmy from the developers, from the team, anything like that. Shout out to everybody who's on here right now. What's up? What's up? What's up? I was getting thrown off by those 420 comments. It's just funny, man. It's funny. My bad. So anyway, so we weren't hearing anything from the teams, and uh, it's tough because you know what the project's capable of, and then you're not seeing some of the stuff that other projects are doing. But essentially, I mean, we look at Jasmy, and Jasmy's really outperforming a lot of big cryptocurrencies that are holding some big market caps. So that's huge, and that's really essential for you to know that you're invested in a project that's essentially was a very low market cap, very low valuation on the token, and this token is really outperforming some of those big hitters that are holding 4 to 6 to 8 billion dollar market caps. They've been stagnant. I've been seeing a lot of big blue chips pretty stagnant. Now it's surprising to me because with Ethereum and Bitcoin, blowing up, and we're seeing some movement in projects. You would think that some of those big projects would be the ones that are actually, making major moves, and here we are looking at a micro cap project that now we're getting into that $1 billion area. We're we'll probably end up closing this week over $1 billion in market cap for Jasmy, and that is like super awesome, especially for a holder who's been holding for almost a year. You guys know, what it feels like to actually be holding Jasmy for all that time, and then finally you see the success. Like, even people were still talking that mess when we hit 1 cent. They were like, oh, you can't get to 2 cents. A bunch of stuff that goes on in these comments, like, oh, there's a comment that I didn't even have to reply. Like, you guys fired on them, and it's just like, okay, you know. And then there's this other dude made a comment, and I had like 4 or 5 guys just start just banging on him, like, about talking about the charts and stuff. I don't know if any of you guys are on here, but man, that was brutal. That was brutal, but I mean, it is what it is. You guys are defending your investment. You know what I'm saying? You guys, hey, you don't want nobody talking trash about, the investments that, you guys get into or anything like that, because, that's your money. That's your belief, man. That's your belief system. You're believing in a project that is going to do exponential things, and you're starting to see exponential results from the project. You ain't gonna let nobody bash on your project. You know what I'm saying? So that's the type of love, that's the type of community that we need to have. If you guys are in the comments, moderate, be your brother sister's keeper. And if people are trashing, you guys do your thing. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I can't do it, but it's cool to have you guys just stand up for your beliefs and your projects. Definitely. El Toro. So 10 to 15 years guaranteed to be retired off this project. Brother, I think it's going to be a lot sooner than that, brother. I think you could probably cash out half of your half of your investment and then retire off of that. You know what I'm saying? Depends where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Because everywhere is different. California, United States might be a little bit, might need like 2, 3, 4, 5 million, depending on where you're at. But anywhere else, you may be able to do it. And that's the end game. You know what I'm saying? That's the end game, is that knowing that you built something from the ground up just by doing your research, having your conviction in the project, and putting your investment in, being scared as shit for like the whole year because nothing was happening. All we were seeing was a little 0.003 and a pump to like 0.0037, back to a 0.003, then back to 0.0038. And then we got that 4 level. Everybody was excited. And then we go back down to 0.003. But guess what, guys? We're at 0.02 cents, baby. Jasmy is at 2 cents right now. That's what's up. That is what's up. So, how you guys feeling about Jasmy right now? For anybody that's on right now, if you guys want to, I'm not forcing you, but if you guys want to shout out how much holdings you have of Jasmy, handle it. I'll go ahead and slap mine down there. And obviously, if you guys watch the videos, you guys know how many Jasmy I hold, and super excited basically where we're at right now. You know what I'm saying? Because the investment I got in was at that 0.003 level. Shout out. That is right. 2.1 million. That's what's up. And it doesn't matter which 500K. Let's go. 500K. Let's go, baby. Let's go. 2.1 mil. That's what's up. You know what I mean? And that's what it comes down to. I mean, it put it like this: if you bought 10,000 Jasmy at 1 cent, I think you're literally up like a couple $100 or so. I mean, that's the glory of it. And you know what I mean? That's the type of you know, that's the type of gains that you're seeing from Jasmy. Like literally 200 bucks like about a week ago. And then you know where we're at today, probably like about 600 maybe, something like that. 2.7 milli. What's good, Soren? What's up? Chuck Lee. That's right. That's right. Whatever it is, that amount right there, Chuck Lee, it could be worth tons of money in the future for sure. 100%. But I recommend dollar cost averaging if it's a single 500, but you know, it is what it is. that's that's what it comes down to, is like just getting in. It doesn't matter if you have one Jasmy token. One Jasmy token could be worth hundreds or 1,000, you know, maybe in the future. You never know. 1.5, that's right. Oh yeah, definitely. I agree. Stupid good. That's what I'm talking about. It's gonna print that. I'll just go ahead and type it in. This is what Jasmine is gonna print, guys, and it's gonna impact all of y'all. So let's go ahead and let me see. Do this, and then I want to go. I want to go over to Twitter or X. My bad, X. Always get it confused. But anyways, there's a. I wanted to. I'm probably blacked out right now, but unfortunately, I can't navigate through this without. Okay, let me see. Okay, so here it is. So do you guys know about? Do you guys know about the Junction and Hera? How he's the CEO of Junction, which is like, it's basically it's a addition to Jasmine. I think it has to do with uh their layer two, and basically they have this Junction, which is gonna pretty much run the deep end side of it with the AI. For it's a permissionless chain because it's gonna run in correlation with the consortium, I believe it's called. What is that? Uber Eat every day because I sold. Nah, really? That's what's up. That's what's up, bro. You sold your ride by Jasmine. That's cool. Hey, but I'll tell you what, man, a sacrifice like that, if you actually did sell your car for Jasmine and you put at least like 10 grand, you know, at 0.003, you probably gonna be a millionaire before you know it. So you could probably buy whatever type of vehicle that you want, especially putting some money in there like that. You know what I mean? 1.1 million, let's go. So this is Hera's updated X, and basically, you know, he's chopping down everything that he's been working on, and you know, everything that Jasmine's been building. I know he was up here in Arizona, uh, sharing or joining that Ethereum in Denver, Colorado. They had some type of event going on. Uh, they're all geeked out when it comes to crypto like that. So I wish I had a lot of time to be able to jump in, do stuff like that. You know, go to these crypto events and just kind of see what's going down with them because I mean, imagine how much transparency you could get behind crypto and then you start to understand more and more and more, about how this whole Web3 decentralization thing works. But super again, guys, super excited behind Jasmy. Jasmy is going to the upper room. She's ready. Y'all wild. Oh man. So I think uh I think for Jasmy to start launching this layer two and start working on uh this the permissionless chain. We get into when you talk about permissionless chains, it comes down to cryptography and how they're setting up their blockchain, and it's all tied into signatures between big infrastructures, big companies. And you know if they're doing what I think they're doing, what it looks like is that Jasmy is going to be a native token for pretty much not only the Junction chain or the Jasmy chain, but it's going to service into big businesses as rewards, and the utilization, the utility behind it. At that point, it will become like a governance type token, where it's pretty much the most valuable out of the entire project. So if this is going where I think it's going, Jasmy may be worth, like you guys say, some crazy, crazy money in the future. And that's what I'm really excited to see. I want to see Jasmy just kill it. You know, I want to see them do big things in the future, especially, especially if we're holding right now and just seeing Jasmy perform in this, pre-run. What do you guys think about Bitcoin? I mean, did we hit like 60? What was the cap? Do you guys know the cap on what Bitcoin hit today? I think it was like in the upwards of like 67,000, or I might be tripping, but I kept getting like some alerts. So Bitcoin today, it hit a peak of 62,000, 62,476 is where we saw Bitcoin hit today. And that's insane because, again, we're not even in the bull run yet. We haven't even had the Bitcoin. What is that going to look like for the Bitcoin halving? Do you guys have any input on that? Like what you think the Bitcoin halving is going to do based on where we're at now? I just seen that comment. It's crazy because I had some I'm gonna talk about that Coinbase thing. I was wigging out, bro. I had I had some money. I had some Jasmy on Coinbase, just like just in case I wanted to liquidate some of it. Not the one attached to my main portfolio, but I have a holding that's sitting on Coinbase, and I was wigging out because I was like looking, and I was thinking about pivoting some of the Jasmy holding that I had when it hit 2 cents or around there. Yeah, just as soon as it hit 2 cents on Coinbase, bro, I was wigging out, bro, because my thing went to zero. And I'm like going through my activity. I'm like, what did I do? I was like, no way that no way that Coinbase got hacked. I was like, no damn way that Coinbase got hacked. So the first thing I did, I'm like, I go to the internet and I'm like, Coinbase hack, like right now, like today. And it's crazy because I was like just tripping out, and I'm like, you know what? I was like, I'm trying to look for like some contact information, like how do I email them or whatever. And I'm like, no, this is nuts, bro. But at the same time, I'm like, well, there's nothing I could do if it did get hacked. But that's why they say not your keys, not your crypto. You know what I'm saying? So if you have money on exchanges, then if it's not in your custody, then it's out there for the taking, and that's where it gets scary. It's like, but even I was hearing like the ledgers are like super, like the best thing that you could have, essentially for storing crypto. Then I heard like ledgers were getting hacked, and I'm like, how is that even possible? Like, how are ledgers getting hacked? And it's crazy because I'm like, well, is there anything that's really, really secure? Like, is there any wallets that are extremely secure? That I know, like, some say that Ledger's great, some say that Trezor's great. Those little cards, there's wallets that have like little cards. Some people say that those are like the best ones to have, but I mean, when it comes down to it, it's like, I don't know. I don't know which one to have, but I mean, I just know what I have. I have the Ledger Nano, but even at that, you can't. There's still some coins that you can't really store on there, especially if you're like really diversified in crypto and you have like those mini caps and coins and you know a paper wallet. That's right. Nothing beats a paper wallet. For sure. Definitely. Yeah, so again, update on the facial hair. I know I didn't even want to do this live because of that. I'm just like, it is what it is. Yeah, there you go. Destroy it. That's right. The ones that prints the hundreds and fifties, hundreds and fifties. You guys know the rest. Some of you might. Some of you might know the rest of that. So anyway, you guys got any thoughts on Bitcoin and like why you think that Bitcoin is like hitting its all-time high already, like without even being in the bull run? You know what I'm saying? What's up, Tyler? What is up, Tyler? That's my boy right there. God forbid an exchange app crashes during a big pump. Man, that's what I thought happened on Coinbase today. I thought essentially on Coinbase, I was like, okay, there's two things that happen. Like, so I was looking up like what could potentially have been, the issue. And so I was reading in, it's like apparently somebody did get hacked like a while ago, but when it came down to it, they put some extra bank accounts on attached to that account, and then that's how they were trying to like withdraw money and stuff like that. But they did snatch all the crypto out of the account. So I was like tripping out. I was looking for like accounts or anything, but then I did see for one moment like my balance come back up on on the on the screen, and I'm like, okay, maybe we're all good. And then it went away again. I was like, bro, like, man, like that's kind of funky though, right? So what caused that? I mean, does anybody have any idea what caused that? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is Coinbase glitching out? I mean, this is kind of funky when it comes to like, can these exchanges handle the amount of money coming into crypto in 2024 and 2025? That is the question. So maybe it's not a good idea to have any type of money on exchanges unless you're just going to swap it out right away, unless you're going to just change it into like USDT. I mean, that's what essentially it's going to come down to because um you don't want to really have money playing around on exchanges because we never know what's going on. Yeah, so for Robinhood, I know they put the stop on Dogecoin, I believe, and I know they put the stop on GameStop, like the stocks. I know that for a fact. Um, that was like crazy. Like that's crazy. That's like saying, let's put a halt on the S&P 500 for the day. See what happens then. It's not gonna happen. It's crazy because we need to constantly get up in the ranks. We need to boost crypto up. We need to put like 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 trillion dollars into the market so they can't be touching it. Yeah, I believe in that too, Matt. I believe that certain people were able to liquidate their positions, while others that are smaller investors had to deal with the bad end of the stick. Yeah, whales. Yeah, for sure. Definitely, a lot of the whales are venture capital, you know, and they were buying up Jasmy the other night. I was watching it off of it's Nansen. So Nansen, you could actually see venture capital wallets and stuff like that, big businesses that are investing in cryptocurrency. And I seen that there was like a 370 million, something like that, or 730 million, something like that, big buy of Jasmy. So I knew Jasmy was going to rock and roll. Is that what? Hey, what's up, Gene? How you doing, sir? Got some 10x squad members on here, man. What's up? That's right. My peoples right there. My people. So Coinbase, wow. Yeah, so that was the first time that was the first time that I ever experienced anything uh go wrong with Coinbase. It freaked me out a little bit. I was like, it freaked me out cuz like I said, I never seen anything that I've never seen that before with Coinbase. I've seen like some of the wallets wig out. Like I've seen the Trust wallet wig out when they were starting to do their upgrades, and then I see MetaMask do the same thing, start glitching. But for many, many, many accounts to actually be uh, sucked out to zero, like that is freaky, especially when you got a couple grand in there and it goes to nothing, and you're just like, what? Totally freaky. But I mean, Coinbase is like where uh, uh, Coinbase is like where I do like, some little long trades and stuff like that just to make a couple $100 or, if I get lucky and we don't lose on the trades. But right now we're 2 for 2, 2 for 2, especially one with Jasmy. That's what's up. So you thinking it's fixed, huh? You thinking that they set that up to skew that 2 cents from going to 3 cents today. They're like, Jasmine's gonna go to 3, 4 cents. We gotta jack the whole western side up. All the United States is gonna go crazy. Can you guys hear me okay? Am I still putting out? I keep coughing. I mute it because my trying to get all this nastiness out. It's been, since I've been sick. It's been hard to come out. Gotta always keep coughing it out. So, do you guys think? So I know, like on the last live, I called. I called with. I put it out there like we're gonna be looking at 5 to 11 cents by April. You guys, what do you guys think? Do you guys think I'm loco? Do you think I'm crazy, or do you think that you think we're gonna hit that? Because honestly, I never thought that um Bitcoin was going to be at 60 some thousand already. What did we say? 62. So Bitcoin hit that 62,000. So that's really like I didn't see that. I didn't see that at all. I didn't see that coming. Like I thought, the max even prior to the halving, I thought we're only going to see about 50,000 maybe tops. So if we look at that and try to guesstimate, I think we may see Bitcoin hit 250K, $250,000. Especially with the BlackRock and all these other big companies buying up the Bitcoin and converting them to the ETFs. I think that's really driving in these investors that never would have touched digital assets. I think they're starting to understand the value behind it. And I think, just as Bitcoin is performing, we're seeing Jasmine perform. I mean, put it into perspective. We're seeing Jasmine perform like Bitcoin, like Ethereum. You know, Jasmine's doing the same things that Bitcoin's doing, and Jasmine's doing the same thing that Ethereum's doing. This thing is rocketing like nonstop. Boom, 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 boom. Everybody was like, "Oh, Jasmine's gonna pull back to the 0.008. I'm gonna get back in at the 0.005." That's what I was hearing. Like after we already hit 1 cent, people were like, "Oh, I'm gonna get in when it dips back down to 0.005." I'm like, "Yeah, that's not gonna happen." Especially if we got to 1 cent. Once you break that 1 cent barrier, it's like real tough to go back down. And we're already consolidating at that 2 cents. So if we're consolidating at 2 cents, and I'm just checking out everything. So yeah, we're literally consolidating at like that 2 cent level. Not even consolidating yet. We're still pumping. Because if I look at the 24-hour, yeah, we're still higher high, low, higher low, higher high, higher low. So Jasmine is just constantly printing right now. Market cap sitting at $1.1 billion. So daily volume for Jasmine, $1.4 billion. Market cap $1.1 billion. So we've crossed that $1 billion mark. All-time high for Jasmine, $4.99. That is now back into play, if you ask me. If you ask me, that 4.99 is back into play because you know we're literally maintaining 49.3 billion circulating supply. So I think it's on and cracking for Jasmine. What do you guys think? 62,000 holding addresses, while 61,999. So we're almost at 62,000 holders for Jasmine. 54% is whales. So that means we hold 50. We're 50-50. It's like retail versus investor in whales. But when it comes down to it, I always tell you guys we could blow them whales out the water if there's enough of us to get in and buy Jasmine, then we're gonna handle it. You know what I mean? We us retail investors are gonna be the one that pump Jasmine to those areas that we really want to see it go. When it comes down to it. So with the 1.1 billion-dollar market cap, we want to get to those $2 to $4 billion. That'll put us at that 8 cents. Like 4 billion will put us, I think, at 8 cents. And I think we're gonna see that, guys. I think we're gonna see that before the halving easily. And man, I'll tell you what, I won't stop making content, but if we don't hit that 5 cent by April, you guys I'll like literally go live and I'll let you guys just roast me, on the comments, or you guys could give me the praise. I don't know. That's what I'm looking at. I really stuck my neck out there by saying that, we're going to hit that 5 cent, but looking at these charts, yeah, it's ridiculous. I mean, there's no way that I don't see that we can't hit those levels 100%. So That's what it is. I know the beard. I know, bro. 077 Smokey. I know, bro. It's like it was ridiculous. Like I was trying to do my lineup and I don't know. I just my hand my hands were moving faster than my brain or my brain was moving. Either one of the wheels was spinning while the other wasn't, and it was just like bzz, and I was like, ah, but it was up in this range. I know, like my double chin's all kicking it. They said stick your neck. I was like, what neck? But you guys are dope. You know what I'm saying? Much love to you guys. Much love to you guys. The beard will be back next week for sure. 100%. 100%. I don't know. Maybe when Jasmine gets to like 8 cents, I could buy my own beard, tattoo a beard on there. Me. So I ain't never got to worry about it. Right? I know, man. It's crazy. I've been staring at Jasmine like 24/7. I was getting like a getting a little weird. She didn't like it. She did not like it. The wife did not like the new look. She was like, "Oh my god." She's like, "What'd you do?" I'm like, "I know." She said I look older. I just think I look goofy. I'm like, I already look goofy. Now I look goofier. It's like, how more nerdy can I get? But it is what it is, right? It is what it is. I mean, it's all good. I mean, I don't know. Have you guys ever had a point where you shaved more than you should have? But yeah, I know it looks weird. My daughter, my 11-year-old daughter, she was looking at me like, yeah, it freaked her out. She was just like, because I had a beard her whole life, never not had facial hair. This is like, I have not done like had this go on since probably like 16, 17 years old, maybe 18, 19. I don't know. And I'm 43 now. So yeah, crazy. The Parliament Web3 startup for Japan VCs. Got that full beard, not allowed to touch it. She trims. Yeah, right. Right. I know my son, he's a barber. He's the one that usually does, the hair and he's been busy. So I was like, I'm gonna just take care of this real quick. And man. But yeah, so the VCs Japan, I don't know. I was hearing something. I think that's gonna actually be in Jasmine's roadmap, if I'm not mistaken, and they should be having their roadmap come out by April. So my understanding is gonna be released by April. You know what I mean? So says I'm gonna shave my beard to right when Jasmine hits $1, I'm gonna grow my beard. Oh man, that'd be crazy. That'd be crazy, but that'd probably be like end of the year this year. Oh, what's up? What's good? End of the year, baby. $1. That'd be hot. Dang. I know, the beard's just, I don't know, makes a man, right? I look at this and I'm like, ugh. I had to leave something. I was like, leave that on there. See that? Yeah, but yeah, bro, like, oh, I'm hating it. I'm hating. I was actually before I hopped on the live, I was like trying to set one up and I don't know, I messed it up somehow. But then I was like trying to get a preview. I'm like, oh, it's disgusting. And I'm like, you know what? Just go. Just go. Just do it. Just do it because it is what it is, right? Jasmine's making money. That's all it comes down to. I could be bald headed and no hair on my face at all. And as long as Jasmine gets to $1, be good. Ain't gonna worry about nothing. Ain't got to worry about nothing. But yeah, I'm really adamant about Jasmine hitting that 5 cent, 5 cent to that 11 cents because I honestly think through this weekend, I feel like we're gonna get that pump, bro. I feel like retails are gonna jump in because payday's Friday or the first of the month's coming and there's gonna be taxes going out, and a lot of people are using these assets that they're getting or this type of liquid and investing in cryptocurrency at these times because Bitcoin is basically like going crazy, so it's getting a lot of attention. I mean, my grandfather even knows about Bitcoin. I remember I was talking to him and I was like, well, actually, I was talking to my wife about we had a little side conversation, and she's like, "Well, what is Bitcoin?" So I'm like sitting here trying to explain it. I'm like, "Don't you watch my videos?" I'm like, "You don't watch my videos?" And she's like, "Well, yeah, but I don't understand them." So I'm like, "Okay." So I'm trying to break it down to her. And then my grandfather's like sitting on the other side of the table and he's like, he starts breaking it down for her. My grandpa's like 80 some years old. And I'm like, I look at her and I'm like, really? Really? I mean, Gramps is over here schooling you on Bitcoin. Like, come on. So yeah, I mean, it's all over. It's already in the news. So I think as we keep going into the Bitcoin halving, and I see that people are gonna start constantly buying and buying a lot of retail investors because now they're saying they're probably looking at it like it's worth 50,000 or 60,000. If I buy it now, it's gonna be worth 1 million, and that's the mentality that like the new booties have when they get into cryptocurrency. It's like they see something and they're like, wow, it's at 50,000 now. If I buy it, it's gonna go like to 1 million. And that's where all the money comes in. And that's where I think that, all that money shuffles around. So you'll get, people that have been sitting on projects, especially the big projects that haven't been doing it. Like if you're holding H bar or you're holding XRP, um, if you're holding like Quant, um, some of these nice sized market cap projects have been stagnant, and it's tough. It's like Jasmy, right? And Jasmy we went stagnant for like 2 years almost, but we had to have that relentlessness in what we're investing in, and have that conviction to hold on and know that this is this coin was going to do something. This coin was going to do something major, and we've seen the results come out. And it's tough because these blue chips are like really they're stagnant. They haven't done nothing, but they're going to come a time where they're going to blow up. And they're big. Some of them are big money. Some of them are big money invested in. You have your, XLM. I don't even know to refer to it as a Stellar or is it XLM anymore, but you have that project, you have the ISO 200, the 202 uh, projects. There's just a lot of projects out there that are not really moving, and we're seeing Jasmy move, and we're seeing some other low market caps move when in theory, it should be Bitcoin, Ethereum, and then those blue chips, but the blue chips ain't really moving. So, but they are. They are. I'm holding XRP too. I'm holding XRP, H bar, a little bit of H bar, not a whole lot of XRP either. Like to be honest, my biggest holding is Jasmy. You would think it'd be something else, but it's not. My biggest holding is Jasmy, and it's crazy. Do you see 30 to 40% pullback if we hit 5 cents? I think the pullback is probably going to be when we get past 5 cents. I think 5 to 11 cents will we might I think we'll break through 5 and then we'll consolidate. I think we're going to consolidate through after the Bitcoin halving because this is the way I look at it. So I don't know if you guys want to write this down or what, but based on what I see, and this is just all speculation. Um, this is this is what I see. I think that we're gonna play around 5 to 11 for a few months um, from the Bitcoin halving because you know just I'm thinking that from after a breakout of that, it's like a 32 cent. We're 32, 34, 36, 38. That's where I see because we need that wind up, we need that strong consolidation, we need that coil, that coil going through the Bitcoin halving, maybe even into the summer. And I think like maybe September, October is where we'll go to that 32, 36, 38 cents. That's kind of how I see it playing out, but I could be wrong. I could be 100% wrong. But that's just what I see. Now on the other side, we can go uh, we can just through the Bitcoin having through nothing going on in crypto um, for the months after the Bitcoin having where you pull back because generally there should be a big pullback um, prior to the Bitcoin having. Maybe it's the liquidation at the Bitcoin halving. Maybe that's when we'll see, liquidations. People start to liquidate out of the projects, and then we see Bitcoin go down, and then the greedy guys just that have all the money go in and try to push everybody out, and then pick it up, and then boom, we're off to the races. Um, you know, it's yeah, every 2 cents make 10,000. That's good, bro. Like that's what I'm talking about. That 1 million, if you're in that 1 million, 2 million mark, you're making some beautiful, beautiful gains for sure, 100% for sure. Um, 5 to 11, conservative. Yeah, I know it's there, 34% would be over 40%. Yeah, right. I know, right? And and here's the deal. Here's the deal. It's like this. It's like this. It's hard because you look at projects like Shiba Inu and you look at projects like Dogecoin. People bought Dogecoin at 0.000007. And you see this coin go to like 70 cents. That's crazy. That's crazy, insane. But you paid pennies, negative pennies on the dollar for a massive amount of cryptocurrencies, right? If you bought Dogecoin under 4 zeros, 5 zeros, because I remember seeing Doge before it blew up, like at like 5 zeros. I want to say it was like 4 or 5 zeros and a seven. I'll never forget that because I could have bought that on Robinhood. And I was struggling with this stupid Robinhood account and it was frustrating. I'm going to get my son on here one of these days and we're going to talk about it because what happened was the day I was kind of hearing about Dogecoin and I was going to try to buy it and I was trying to set up the stupid Robinhood account and I didn't have my social security. I wanted to take a picture of my social security card. Called my son. I'm at work, mind you. I called my son. I'm like, hey, I need you to help me set this up. Here's all the information. I gave him the log on information because Essentially, all you had to do was upload a picture. I called my wife. I'll even get her on here. I called her. This was like 2021, something like that. So anyway, so I created the Robinhood account. I need to verify my stupid social security. I'm like, why the hell do I need my social security? Trying to take a picture. I was gonna buy $400 of Dogecoin at 0.000007. That would have been it, and I was gonna leave it alone. Could not do it for the life of me. My wife tried to create an account. She was struggling. I told her just create the account, get it going, and fund it, and just leave it. And we couldn't do it, and I stopped. I'm like, you know what? Screw it. I'm like, forget it. I'm like, it was like too much. I'm like, maybe it's not meant to be. And it was stupid. I was so pissed off. I was, I was so mad, bro, because I was gonna put $400 at like 0.00007, and it sucked. And I swear I'll bring my wife on here and let her talk about it. My son, because I was calling, like, literally I was on my lunch, and I'm like calling her, like, come on, set it up, set it up, set it up. Calling my son first. And I'm like, set it up, set it up, set it up. I don't know if he's on here. Son, you on here? If you're on here, shout it out. But anyways, because he watches my lives. But so I'm like calling him, and I'm like, find my social security. And like I remember he was like, Dad, I can't find it. He's like going through files, going through papers. And I'm like, where is my social? I couldn't find my social security card for the life of me. And it's like I never even needed it, man. It's like, when do you need it? Like for job application or something. They don't even just birth certificate. But anyway, so I was trying to set it up, and then I call my wife. I'm like, "Do you have your social?" And she's like, "Yeah, I got a copy of my." Set up the account. She was trying to log in, and she was having problems, and then it kicked her out. Then it said she had to wait or something, and it was just didn't work. It didn't work at all, and we missed that opportunity. But we're gonna go $400 in at 0.00007, and I'll never forget it ever. But that's what really got me into crypto. I mean, that one was kind of like the awakening, like just to, because I thought about it over and over. But you don't really want to resonate on things like that. But it's always, I could have done this. Like even with Jasmy, I wish I would have bought 5 million Jasmy coins when I could have, but I didn't. I didn't. I missed the opportunity. And even being a fool, I bought 2 million, sold 500,000. During I think we got up to like 0.005 or something like that, and put out 500,000, put it in internet computer. But it is what it is. Internet computer is not doing much, but it will. It's gonna blow up. Just a matter of time. That's what it is. What it comes down to. But don't ever miss the opportunity. It's like if you knew, like, I knew in my heart, like I had to buy that. But you know, um, it didn't happen, and I wasn't diligent enough to really get it done and make sure that I sealed it. And that's the outcome. Those are the growing pains. It was growing pains. And then too, like, I might have screwed it up anyways. I probably would have seen it like 5 million. I'm gonna go to 10 million. I'm gonna go to 20 million. I'm gonna go 30, and lost it all. Who knows? I don't know. For whatever reason, it didn't work out. But I'll tell you what, we're in cryptocurrency now. We're invested in Jasmy Coin. We're invested in Internet Computer. We're invested in XRP. So we're invested in a lot of the good projects. So what we're gonna do is make some money, and we're gonna kill it in 2024. And I'm committed to trying to give you guys every bit of information I can, to keep you guys on the up and up with Jasmy. Um, so yeah, like I wish, like I would. I think I was looking at one of the comments the other day. Somebody was saying, even if they had, everybody wishes they would buy more. And even if you had 10 million, 20, 30 million, you're always going to want more. You're always going to want more. But you know what the thing is that you made the decision to go in and you did what you could. Man, these dudes throwing me off my game looking at this. I gotta stop reading the comments. But anyways, you made the decision, you got in, and hey, just be thankful that you're in where you're in, and for whatever whatever you had, that's your blessing comes out of that, man. 100%. I don't know. That's what on the altcoins. I don't even know. That's what's tripping me out. I don't even know what's going on. Yeah, it was $400 at point zero. It was like I want to say it was either 5 or 6 zeros when we're gonna get in, something like that, maybe even more. Because I just remember I was like, "What the hell? You could actually $400 gonna give you like a boatload of coins." Couldn't get the freaking stupid Robinhood. That's why honestly I don't even use Robinhood because I hate Robinhood. Just for that dumb stuff that I had to go through. I don't even mess with Robinhood. I wouldn't even tell anybody to set up a Robinhood account. If you got a Robinhood account, hey, my bad. But I don't even like Robinhood. I'm like all that crap just to get a freaking account. You know what I'm saying? No KYC. Where you at? That's what we need. Just hey, log me up, sign me up. That's it. Scan my face. Let's go. And then they won't even recognize me if you shave your beard. It's like, oh, can't get in now. Can't get in your accounts locked out because you ain't got no beard. Yeah, Robinhood sucks, man. I swear, man. Like, yeah. And then it like took forever to like literally get Shiba Inu and like good coins on Robinhood. They like started off with like some crazy coins and just nuts. Divorce. I know she didn't try hard enough. Oh man. Super long shot, 50 on it, 3 zeros. Is that Swift? Swift? What's up? What's going on? I threw a trade on Flare. Hey, OG, I threw a trade on Flare. You convinced me to do it, and I was looking at the charts. I was like, okay, I'm looking at Flare, threw a trade on there. So posted that one in my Patreon, the 10x squad. I am drunk now. I am up 15K in 2 weeks. How you gonna go to work? Well, I guess you could just keep drinking Fire Boss. In about 2 more weeks, you'll have about another 35,000. How's that sound? Financial freedom. That's what's up. I have one that looks interesting under 1 million market cap. I think around 250,000. Corrado XCN is also a long shot. What's up with Bonk? It looks like Bonk put a trade in on Bonk not too long ago too. That one I think I got in at 10 or 11 and cashed out 21, something like that today. H bar needs to blow up, man. H bar is getting there's so many influencers talking about H bar right now. It's crazy. H bar XRP. Pepe looked like Pepe did like some crazy moves too. Looks like all like the lower caps are doing these crazy moves. Render's up like $8. Render $8, man. You could have bought in at 370 a few months ago, 90 days ago. Something like that. You'd have been at like threes, like $8, $9 right now. H bar is a good project. I think H bar is going to have a lot of community. think H bar is going to have a lot of community pushing that token alongside Quant. Quant's like one of those, like, they're saying that there's not going to be enough tokens, but I don't ever believe that, because I don't think that everybody's just going to sit there and hold, like, and they run out of tokens and it's like, okay, let's just wait around. No, it's not going to happen. What's going to happen is there's constantly going to begin. I don't think any cryptocurrency project is going to ever run out of tokens, because here's the deal. At some point or sometime, somebody's going to sell every single day, every single minute of every single day. So if you ask me, there's going to be tokens available for every single cryptocurrency project. Now, with a limited supply, that's really going to drive the numbers up. So that's why I think Quant can hit like two, 3,000, 4,000, $5,000, because of the whole supply thing. The supply on it is just, it's scarce, and it's always going to have value. I think Jasmy too. I think Jasmy's going to have yeah, Jasmy does have late blooms for sure. And I've always said that. I think on the other video I said, like, they're always a day late. Jasmy's always shows up, but they show up a day late. They're like the bride at the altar waiting for the groom, and she doesn't know if he's gonna show up because wedding started about 25 minutes ago. But they show up, you know what I mean? And then everything works out. But I do think Jasmy is gonna do some crazy, crazy performance. Um, like I said, I mean, I didn't think we'll see $2 like really quick. I mean, 2 cents real quick, but we're here. We're here. Yeah, and not only that, like, they have Jasmy has the whole college students doing the whole AI, yeah, the AI engine, and then functionality with the software. There's a lot of they're basically doing, like, if Internet Computer did a hackathon with college students, and that Jasmy's literally doing the same thing with colleges in Japan to, like, build the AI engine, and work and do different software development stuff. So it's pretty wicked, pretty dope. It's pretty good for Jasmy. It's not vodka, it's water. Not even water, it's like some fake soda water. Cause you know, it is what it is. Yeah, they have the laptop secure PC software. The Asian software is done. I believe even the English software is done too. Crypto bacon in debt to my ears, paycheck to paycheck. Literally took equity loan out of my house. Was going to pay off credit cards and truck. Bought Jasmy instead. Once in a lifetime. Why you got paid off? I mean, are you good? Are you good? Yeah, definitely. That's what's up. That's what's up. She was probably scared too. She's probably pissed that she's like, fool, what are you doing? It's like we're supposed to be taking ourselves out of debt, not putting ourselves more into debt. But did the right thing, my man. So hats off to you. Kudos, brother. Hopefully put like 10, 15 grand. It's crazy. Like, you'll be able to pay off that um the equity loan, paid off 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 times with Jasmy investment by the time we get done with this. So for debt, bro, like Dave Ramsey, man. Hey, check out Dave Ramsey, bro. Like, that's the best thing you could do for debt. Dave Ramsey. I'm gonna go ahead and throw it out there, because if you guys are dealing with debt, honestly, this dude is legit when it comes to being able to understand money and get your life together, finances together. Dave Ramsey, definitely 100%. So But hey, it's always worth taking a risk. I mean, you took the risk, you knew what was going on, and it's paying off. That's the beauty of it. That's the beauty of understanding what you're doing. I'm sure you had to convince her too, or unless you're like one of those dudes who's just like, you know what, I'm going in, babe, and uh, love it or hate it, the underdog's on top. Yeah, definitely, definitely. That's right. Huge opportunity. That's what's up. That's what's up. Is that in so what is it? Blino? I don't want to murder your name there. But so it says my vice, it's up, but this will be, if not one of the top list, going up to number 2 on the top list. Don't miss out on this. I have 7 years research on it. Can hit 30,000. That's crazy. That's good. That's good. That's good. Bob Lynn, got you. Got you. Got you, Bob Lynn. Appreciate, man. Appreciate the input, man. That's pretty huge, man. That's that's some good knowledge right there. 7 years. That's behind Jasmy, right? You're saying behind Jasmy. Thank you. Thank you for that too. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely, like, I mean, like, who stand if projects gotta have some cojones, or they gotta have some understanding that we don't understand to be able to slap the Bitcoin of Japan on your website, bro. That is that's bullish as heck. If you got a project that could slap that on their website, they knew already from the jump what was going on. Jasmy already knew what was going on. They knew what was cracking with Jasmy when they were like, okay, let's slap Bitcoin of Japan on our website. That's huge, bro. That's huge. Like they know what's up, man. That's why I knew what's up because I know, like, I knew where they were going. I knew where they were going. That's why I started putting out content for Jasmy. I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go ham. I'm gonna go ham on Jasmy because, I believe in it, and you know, I believe in Jasmy. I believe in everything they stand for, and it's kind of, it's it, and to see like what they stand for and what they're doing now is really, it's really, it's really showing me something like huge for the long run, right? It's showing me that in the long run that they're gonna be the leader in data democracy. They're gonna be the leader in huge infrastructure, AI, DPIN, you know, for Hera to basically put out a CEO title for, Junction, and he knows where it's going. Like he's flying out here, going to Denver, getting involved in the whole Ethereum thing. He's going to be a big player. Jasmine's going to be a big player with Ethereum, and Ethereum's going to be, obviously Ethereum is just killing it when it comes to, everything they do. And then to be able to bring down the transaction costs and fees. If Ethereum kills it, I mean, Jasmine already knows they're planting that seed with Ethereum. Like, hey, let's talk about this. And I think Jasmine's going to be huge when it comes to being in the Ethereum space. And I was hoping they could jump on the internet computer too. Like, once they start going global, you will see Jasmine be that common denominator in cryptocurrency when it comes to data, secure PCs, stuff like that. I mean, who knows? Like maybe when Web3 kicks off 100%, Jasmy is the company that distributes all the Web3 computers, and that's what we use. We buy 100% from Jasmy. Like, hey, if you want a Web3 computer, blockchain technology, it's got to be purchased from Jasmy. That's what I want to see Jasmy do. You know, so I think Jasmy's gonna be pretty big, pretty big. Um, I don't know if we have anything for Web3 as far as computer software goes. Um, yeah, but it's like I said, this is where I think that this is where I think Jasmy's going. Like, I really think that they're going to be the main provider of Web3 computers for everybody to be able to hit Web3 decentralized. Where's Web3 growing the fastest right now? Like, where is Web3 actually alive? China, Japan, those areas, the Asian areas. Africa is even jumping in, you know? Well, I don't know. Apple seems to be wanting to run the game a little bit. See, Apple's covering like all that metaverse stuff, you know? It seems like Apple wants to get hot into crypto, you know what I mean? So, you know, it is, Jasmine's going in the right direction. We know that for sure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Apple's partnering up with, is it Render or Apple partnering up with Veracity? Because I think Apple's partnering, or I think it's Render, right? I think it's Render. I think they have a partnership or some type of connection with Render that I had read through. This was a little bit of time back. So yeah, definitely. Polyswarm, dude, for real. I was looking at that like last week, Polyswarm, because that one's like pretty common. That one pops up commonly on like a lot of top top movers. You know what I mean? I've always seen like Polyswarm hit the top mover area on a lot. Oh yeah, NCT for show. What is it? So 1 cent, 1 cent to 2 cents did the same thing as Jasmy, my boy. They just replicated Jasmy. They went from 1 cent to 2 cents, but that's in 30 days. What's their 24 hour? I think Jasmy's still performing a little bit better than them. But definitely a good project. Definitely a good project for sure. 100%. So before I head out, guys, because we are pushing 10 o'clock Pacific Standard Time. You guys have any questions for me? God have anything uh for me? If you guys don't have anything, just drop it in the comments. Make sure you guys share the Jasmy videos that I put out. I appreciate it. Much love. Definitely a good session. I'm really starting to like these lives, except for my beard. So definitely enjoyed you guys. I appreciate all you guys for coming on, sharing the love of Jasmy. Um, Super positive for Jasmy. Definitely, definitely appreciate you guys. Uh, so keep a lookout. The next videos are gonna come out. I might have no beard, but we'll get back the beard by next week. Appreciate you guys. Crypto Bacon, appreciate you. Appreciate you guys all. Soren, appreciate you. Mr. Lynn, Bob Lynn, appreciate you. G Valdez, my boy. Tyler, was good. Mr. Gene, coming from the city of New York. Appreciate you guys. Matt, all you guys that joined on. Venom, appreciate you. 007, 777 Smokey, 077 Smokey. Shout out to you. Adam, all you guys. Tyler, appreciate you. David, if I missed you guys, much love to you. Much respect. Make sure you guys do your due diligence. Keep pushing, and have a blessed one, guys. Take care. I'll see you guys.